guys, and welcome back to Shelly's Homemade. And today, guys, I had a special treat for you. And this is a request from a very special subscriber. No Place Like Home with Miss Betty. And she requested some chicken and dumplings, and it's also one of my son's favorite dishes. So, for this special dish, you're gonna need 2 chicken breasts. You're gonna need some fresh parsley and some fresh thyme. You're gonna need some celery, carrots, and onions chopped. You're gonna need 1.5 cup of flour, some baking powder, Shelly's house seasoning or your favorite all-purpose seasoning, and some salt, some chicken broth, and 1 cup of half and half. Alright guys, let's get started. So I have 2 chicken breasts here that I have pat dry, and now I'm gonna add some Shelly's house seasoning on both sides. Just pat that in. Flip it over and do the same thing. Alright, and that's all you need to do to this chicken. Pat it dry. Now we're going to move over to the stove because in my pan I have some olive oil heating up and waiting on us. So I'm going to give my hands a quick wash and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so let's get our chicken in there. Now, you want to hear a sizzle, and it did sizzle for me, and it's starting to bubble around here where it's starting to cook. If it doesn't do that, do not put any more chicken in here, because the chicken will soak up that oil and you have greasy chicken. Alright, I'm getting the other one in, and it's starting to cook. Alright, so once this brown and get nice and brown and cooked, I'm going to put a lid on this so that the chicken will cook all the way through and be done nice and tender where we can shred it apart. Okay? I'll be right back to show you the next step. Okay guys, so while our chicken is cooking, we're going to make the dumplings part. So for the dumplings, you're going to need 1 cup and a couple tablespoons of flour. You need some salt, just need a pinch of salt. You're going to need some thyme and parsley in here in the dumplings. And the reason we want to flavor our dumplings, we don't want our dumplings to be plain and not have any flavor. You're going to let your baking soda in. That's a teaspoon of baking soda. You're going to get some Shelly's house seasoning in here. A tablespoon Shelly's house seasoning. Now all we're going to do is just whisk that together. That thyme and that parsley and the Shelly's house seasoning, the salt, it's going to give these dumplings amazing flavor. And you take your half and half, make that well in the center, and don't pour all of it in. Just do half, because you might not need all of it. You want a good consistency. I usually mostly use a half, but sometimes it's just don't be in. It's so easy to add and so hard to take away. So we add a little at a time. We can always add. Look at that. It's beautiful. Alright, so it's nice in a sticky form. Just like this. This is what we want. Now we're going to put this in the refrigerator so that our dumplings can rest. You want it to be sticky just like this. use a cookie scoop to scoop these out, but if you don't have one, you can use 2 spoons. It will work wonderful here. I'm going to show you both techniques, but I'm going to use my cookie scoop to do this. Alright? So, it's going to be wonderful. And you want a sticky dough. You don't want a dough that's not sticky. You want a good sticky dough, this thick, this consistency. Alright? Teach you how to make your own dumplings. It'll taste better than any store-bought or anything that you've had. This is amazing dumpling. Alright? I'm going to put this in the fridge. We're going to come check our chicken, and I'll be right back. Okay, so our chicken is finally done. Let's take this out. We're going to let it rest. And then we're going to shred and chop it up. And all these bits and flavors at the bottom, those are all flavor. And that's what we want. Now let's so we're heating up our pan. We want to get our celery, onions, and carrots right into the pan. And let it catch all of that flavor. And one ingredient I didn't mention, we're going to use some minced garlic. So we're going to give these onions, celery, and everything a heat start. And that oil that's in there, that's going to help make our roux for our chicken and dumplings. Get a nice tablespoon of garlic. Carrots, your onions, your celery, your mayo. I can't even pronounce the daggone word. It's alright. Well, it's onion, celery, and carrots. And as soon as this get a little translucent, we'll be right back. Alright, so now let's add some flour. We just want to thicken our chicken and dumplings up. And I know the dumpling's going to help thicken when you stick it in there. But this is magic right here. And when you do this, it'll be the right consistency. Because it'll still be runny after you add that dumplings and don't do the flour part first. Now let's add some Shelly's house seasoning. Or you can add your favorite all-purpose seasoning. Whatever you have, it's fine. And we want it to start cooking. Put it all in there. You want that flour taste to cook off. That's what we're doing right now. Now let's start adding our chicken broth. Alright, so you just add a little bit and start stirring so you don't have any lumps. We're going to add more. Just add a little. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now you could add some, and if you didn't have chicken stock, you could add some better than chicken bouillon and then just add some water to this. But I have chicken stock, so that's what I'm going to use. That's what I've been using when I make this recipe. wonderful. We're going to use this whole 32-ounce container of chicken broth. That would be 2 cups if you were going to do the chicken bouillon and the water. We only added 2 tablespoons of flour to this. So if you want it thicker, you can add 3 tablespoons, but since we're going to add those dumplings, I didn't see the need. Now, if you don't want to make dumplings, you can cut up some biscuits, pop them in there. They make them dumplings in the freezer section of your grocery store. They in squares, and they're about that thick, and you can just stick them right in there. I've seen those, but this is easy, a fresh one, so why not? And not to waste the rest of my half and half, I'm just going to pull it right inside of there to give it a creamier texture. Look at that. So we're going to let this cook and thicken up. And then we're going to move over and we're going to chop and shred our chicken. Alright. Put the lid on this. I'll be back. Alright. So let's shred our first chicken. Like this. Use 2 forks and just shred it up, just like so. And we're going to chop the other one. This is how I know it's plenty of chicken being distributed all the way through. Get to see how juicy this breast is. It's not overcooked. It's not dry. Look, nice and juicy. Look at that. And I'm just going to shred it right on this plate. I didn't forget my thyme and parsley. It's just that I'm going to add it when I add my chicken to it. I'm just going to shred it. It's a nice amount of chicken for one. Let's shred it. Now you can shred all of it and not chop. Or you can just chop all of it. Whatever you're comfortable with. So our chicken and dumplings sauce has come up to a boil. Let's move over to the stove and see what's going on over there. Alright, so let's add our thyme and parsley. Yeah, it gives it a beautiful pop of color. And it looks so silky smooth. Let's add our chicken, juice and all, everything. All of that in there. Look at that. That's doggone beautiful. Alright, put the lid on. Let this cook for 3 to 5 minutes. Now we'll be back to put the dumplings in. I want the broth to suck up all that flavor from the chicken. Okay, so I said I was going to show you guys the 2-spoon method first. You take your spoon and you form it into a circle, and then you just drop it in. Show you one more in case you don't have a cookie scoop. Just drop it right in. Cookie scoop, I'm just gonna run it up the sides and drop it in. Now people keep saying, "Oh, you don't have to season your dumplings. The stew will season it for you." That is not true. Those dumplings will be so nasty. So you take the time and flavor them because you want them to taste good. Get them all in there. Then you put the lid back on. And we're going to have delicious dumplings. And remember not to overwork your batter because it'll be tough and your balls will look like gum. You don't want that. Like a gummy paste. And no, we don't want that. That means you activated the gluten and the flour, and it will not be airy and light. So these are just a little bit of tips that I learned along the way. This makes about 10 to 15 dumplings. And this is enough to feed 4 people. Six if you want to stretch it. As you get some big bowls, there we go. Take my spoon, I'll move it around, and nuzzle in it. Get some tasty dumplings. Marriage down here. I've had it with biscuits. I haven't made it with biscuits, but I've had it with biscuits. It's okay. Nothing like some fresh, light and airy dumplings. Go in there, just push it down a little bit so it'll cook all the way through, and then it'll float to the top. There you go. That is a pretty pot of chicken and dumplings, guys. And when this is done, I'm gonna show you what it look like. Then we're gonna plate it up, and we're gonna have a ball eating this. So our chicken and dumplings are done. Look at that beautiful pan. It has plenty of chicken in it, and that was just 2 chicken breasts. Look at that. Every bite, every scoop, you're gonna get a dumpling, and you're gonna get some chicken. All right, plate this bad boy up. Got my beautiful bowl. And look how thick the the juices has gotten, and you didn't put that flour in there in the beginning, you would not have had such a beautiful bowl. These dumplings, look at that. Look at that. Alright, so let's go give it a taste. Alright, check out this beautiful bowl. Chicken and dumplings, guys. Look at all this chicken. There's a lot of chicken, guys. Straightening and chopping it just ensures you get a beautiful amount. Let's go in with these dumplings first, since dumpling is one of the stars. Anything hot, hot, hot. And this dish is all thanks to Miss Betty. Okay, y'all go check her page out. I'm gonna put a link to her page in the description box, so y'all go check her out. You know, she read books with kids. A beautiful thing, beautiful. Nice and pillory and soft. Yeah. You can taste the thyme. Then in there with the chicken. Dumplings has a lot of flavor. A lot. Absolutely delicious. Now guys, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, comment below. Let me know what your favorite dish is, and do you like chicken and dumplings, and how you like yours made. Do you want to use biscuits, the store bought, or you think you can do what I just did, which is very easy. Go step by step, get you some of these beautiful dumplings. Don't forget again to like, share, and subscribe. I can't say that enough. To everyone who's been here with me, thank you so much. I love you guys. All my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright guys, I hope that you get this and dig in. Alright, and as always guys, y'all have a wonderful day, and I'm going to see you in the next video.